I like my titles. Um, it is a huge deal that God even came down to this earth. And the thing that always got me with late Arthur Hessenot III talking about God is God created evil. Right. You know what evil is, and you create that. I have a big problem with that. No, you do not need bad to know what good is. You do not need hate to know what love is. I do not need to feel so much hatred against me. Especially the girl who decided to deliberately calculating to rip me off a certain date, and she signed and said she was going to pay me back. People know what they do. She's not that stupid. Deliberately calculating to possibly, who knows? I have no idea what that does, and I can put it that way because she pretended to be my friend. She was never my friend. She was never there for me. She was never a person who's only interested in what's going on with you, but I'm not interested in you, and that's like everybody. And that's pretty sad. It really is. Alright, so yeah, another boring video. There's assholes in this world? I mean, yeah. Had a lot more assholes than there are nice people, huh? I mean, there's not like... I'll never forget on the fucking X, the fucking radio station I used to sometimes listen to. A homeless person found a $3,000 in a laptop and returned it to the person. Oh my god, I don't even know if they got rewarded. Like, what? You're homeless. Like, that would have made his next 2 weeks in New York City great. Then he had a reason to be in McDonald's every day in New York City. I couldn't even imagine. I really couldn't. But, yeah, it's just so sad that there's nothing in this world at all. And I, never had a family. So that's a major deal of nothingness. And I can bring up my best friend, Rosalind Kronk. I can bring her up because that's over 30 years ago. The last thing that came out of her mouth, she was about 20 years old. She said, "Tara, I think I was child molested too." Her dad majorly looked goofy. Anybody's a child molester. It's Rosalind Kronk's time. Okay. It's just, my story is unbelievable, and I hate pretending out narcissists being like, really? I remember your best friend's name. Is it Rosalind? Is it Rosalind? I know. I remember. Rosalind Kronk. And she didn't understand why you always were suicidal. Well, that's, you need help. Hi, pretend a lot narcissist. That's, hello. That's over 40 years ago, pretend a lot narcissist. Yeah. Yeah, she said something about suicide. I heard her say it. It came out of her mouth. Okay, pretend a lot narcissist. How did she say the word suicide. There's, was it years ago? Her best friend. Her best friend was absolute crunk. She didn't see her for 30 years. Okay. That's okay. It's too old. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, he doesn't even know what day it is. Pretend I'm not a narcissist. We're gonna ask you a few questions. Okay. Can you say what year it is? Can you say the date? Can you name the president? Shit, he answered them all. Man, I don't understand these incredibly insane knuckleheads. How they even fucking live. Okay, pretend I'm a narcissist. We are done with you. Wait. I wanted to say my friend. My friend said that bad S word. Yes, we know. Suicidal word, yes. The big S word is... Yes, and if someone says that they want to do that today, that's when you call us. You don't talk about something that happened over 30 years ago. So, yeah, she called where my kids were staying at. Or I called her. I don't even know how I know her number. Oh. Before my kids were born, I called her. So now you're going 28 years ago. Because my boy's going to be 28. The 2nd. Today's the 2nd of October. It's my dead husband's birthday. And he was not a good person at all. Some people aren't. Some people just do not. Well, I can easily say that Rick Doherty is one of these people, but, like, he never treated another person like shit. I mean, when I got my stuff out of his car, I had 2 people there. I had a beautiful father and his daughter. If they weren't there, that would never have taken place. I never ever would have been able to get all my, and that would have never taken place. He treats me like shit. I mean, all the time. Like, I can't do one thing right, and he screams at me. And he treats me like shit. And that's all the time. And he, of course, in front of somebody else, right? Yeah, like, he won't yell. Once they're gone, once there's nobody there, like, there's no holding him back. Treat me like shit. Call me all kinds of names, like, I'm the worst person who ever lived, who's so ungrateful, who got everything that I could ever want. And I'm such an ungrateful soul. I'm so ungrateful for everything that was given to me. And it's just... all he did was lie from the very beginning that I met him. Never, ever my friend. He was never my friend. He lied to me who he became best friends with. Yeah, he did. But he was never my friend. And I don't even get it. Like, I just know him as a goofball, acquaintance, a weirdo, a total weirdo. Never take that weirdness over to gross weirdness. Fucking rapist, child molester. That's insane. I mean, God, there's a funny girl sitting at the park. There's this ugliest old man, and she does it to everybody. Oh. Comes up there and says the same thing, and I'm sitting, oh God, at the table where the girl deliberately ripped me off. I mean, it's just wrong to calculate and be like, oh yeah, I can rip you off. Yeah, well, I never. Why? Why rip me off? When, all of her problems stem from, I would say, her mom. Why pick on me? Pick on your mom. Don't pick on me. It's just so oh my God, I almost said her name. Holy shit. Tenacious. Tenacious is really, really bad today in America. It doesn't matter what is in America anymore with all the shit that's really going on. It's so bad. Now, these people, Doug and Stacy off the grid, the Max. Oh, there's these other two beautiful women who had farmlands. Didn't catch up on them. Yeah, people have nice places. And, like, I never had one. Except for late Susan Chappelle. And that was it. No child molesters around, no. That's it. I had 1 year being able to sleep in a beautiful lady's bed in her house. She got Alzheimer's and, yeah. And then again, there's a pretend a lot narcissist in my life. Shouldn't be in my life. 2012, he's sitting in late Susan Chappelle's living room. What an obsessed control freak over my life. Has to know everything that's going on. Has to call up my trailer park friend and shit all over me. And shit all over me with everybody that he ever talks to. Like, he went in line and said that his church, he doesn't talk down about me. Like, I don't want to hear it. I was there. I was trying to stay away from him and stay alive. That's all I was trying to do. Obviously. And got no help from his church members at all. Like, it's a victim violence. It's a violence. Domestic violence situation. And nobody would have guessed it. Nobody would have guessed it. They would have taken his side. Well, this is your place. Or they don't see the whole thing. They don't see him attacking me, hitting me, screaming at me. 2 hours a fucking day. They don't see his domestic violent abuse. No, they come in the only seconds that they see